What's up? Sorry. That's pretty unfortunate. The old, You know what you guys, this is what I put the phone up on. This old, neck block thing. With a box or a Duesenberg, tremolo underneath it. It just happens to be just the right height. I just stick it on there. Hope everybody's doing great out there. My name is Tom Bukovac. I am a 55-year-old single guitar player living in the Nashville area. I'm hoping to mingle with other musicians, like-minded musicians, searching for a gig. I am versed in several styles. I can't sing. But anyway, I hope everybody's great. No. You ever think about how fucking crazy it is that we as musicians are basically, I'm saying this again, I know I've already said this, but I just want you to think about it one more time. We as musicians are basically asking the universe to pay us enough money to live on from playing our instruments. Think about that. We are angling our life and business so that the universe can provide us enough income to live comfortably from playing music, from playing our instruments. I mean, think about how crazy that is. And then you factor in that there's so many people doing it, so many people that want to do it. And then you factor in how little work there actually is. And then you start thinking, what a fucking crazy proposition this is. No wonder musicians go fucking nutso when the universe doesn't give them what they're looking for. But it's a lot to ask, people. Especially, you know, music isn't exactly in the greatest shape as it used to be, you know. The business side is a bit injured, as you would say, you know. There's another lick, Uncle Larry lick that it's fucking hard to play. Try to figure that one out. When you're lazy, you just stay in bed. When you're lazy, you just stay in bed. You don't want no money, you don't want no bread. There's the click. The famous click that the 335 is known for. I love it. Anybody who's plunked down a 335 long enough knows what I'm talking about. The click. So anyway. we had a fun rehearsal yesterday. We got together at the old Underdog Saloon when nobody was in there. It was closed, and they let us use the stage to rehearse. And Lord, we had a good time. Nicky G came out. We worked out a few of his tunes. We had some fun. I was thinking to myself, if that fucking band, if we got together a half a dozen times and actually worked some shit out and like really learned some shit, that band could be fucking deadly. Like, it could basically be all we had to do for a living, really, from that point on. The thing about Nashville and pro musicians is it's very hard to wrangle cats into some kind of real steady sort of rehearsal thing. It's very, very difficult. I've been here for 30 years and I've never seen anything different. It's like trying to line up a band, keep a band together, get together and rehearse is not easy. Everybody's got so much shit going on, right? But I was just thinking last night, man, that could be a fucking smoking little band if we put a little energy and effort into it. Started giving a fuck for a minute. But then there's also the danger of giving a fuck. A lot of times shit is great only because nobody gives a fuck about it. And then as soon as someone in the organization starts giving a fuck, it ruins everything. So you got to watch out for that too. I have witnessed that. I've witnessed a really organic, really cool project get ruined all of a sudden because people started caring too much about it. And then expectations are placed upon it. And then disappointments are abound. And then hearts get broken, cliques get made inside the organization. Disgruntlement, is that a word? Disgruntiality starts to take place. But some fucking dick made a really outrageous comment on Guthrie's channel after we put up a little rehearsal video. I couldn't believe I woke up to that this morning. I was like, wow, man. He said a couple things. He said like, oh great, another pudgy black t-shirt wearing pentatonic wizard or something. It's like, yeah, of course. Pudgy, I'll take it. Black t-shirt, sure. Pentatonic wizard, I enjoy pentatonic, but that's, not all I know. But then he said some other things. He got real below the belt after that. And, what I always think is like I wrote back, the children who are hurt the most are the ones that lash out the most. You don't lash out like that unless you've really been hurt in life, and it's like, I've got a buzz on and made the occasional off-color comment on the YouTube when something really bugs me. But man, hitting real below the belt like that, it's just like, what are we doing? And the people that do that every time have zero content. There's nothing, they have no videos of their own posted. And then they'll tell you things like, this guy's like, I've been playing longer than you guys have been alive. And I was thinking to myself, wow, he's been playing for over 55 years and not a single video on YouTube. Interesting. But man, it's like, who does that? Guthrie and Jed and I were actually talking about some of the most ludicrous comments that people have left on our channels yesterday at the rehearsal. We were laughing about it. And this guy comes in, it's like we conjured this guy, But whatever. Poor kid. A lot of times when shit like that happens, it's just people that have been through some kind of serious pain and they're just lashing out, You can always feel it when they're lashing out. I lash out sometimes when I get really injured. YouTube is a funny place. You've got the anonymity of the just using your YouTube handle and it's not your real name, and you can basically say whatever you want and get your ass kicked. Because I'm a big old boy, and I doubt he would say that right to my face. I really doubt. And I don't know. It's just funny. In those moments, I try to focus on all the other hundreds of people who leave very sweet comments, and a lot of people have said you've gotten a lot out of this channel and it's cheered a lot of you up, and really that's the ultimate compliment. And if I've made any of your days a bit brighter out there with my silliness and complete utter lack of knowing what I'm doing, well, then I consider that a win, right? See that? Playing Les Paul a lot lately. This is a damn good guitar here, man. I don't play this enough. This is another one of those guitars I pick up and I go, God, why don't I play this all the time? I think it's a 63 with a glowing, gorgeous cherry red finish that I always thought was intoxicating. I love when the 335 has a really bright, glowing finish like that, cherry. Let me turn this pitiful light on so you can really see it. Can you see that any better? I call that cheerful cherry. Quite nice. Up in here, isn't that nice? It's like it's got a light bulb inside of it. It's sweet. I'm not a big fan of that look that some old Gibsons get when the cherry turns to like a brown, especially on a 335. I don't like that. My son's SG, which cool of a guitar as is, a bit brown for my taste. The way it's faded, you know. I liked it when the cherry stays cherry, you know. But these are first world problems. What's everybody doing tonight? You gonna watch the Cowboys get their fucking asses kicked by the Texans? You know what the spread on that game is? 7.5. Shockingly low. Sucker bet, it seems. I thought it was gonna be 11, 12. I mean, by all rights and purposes, it should be an absolute beatdown, because without Dak, the Cowboys are not happening. And you got Lamb, CD Lamb is so disgruntled. It's the second time I've used that word. You could see how much agony he is in. Quarterback cannot get him the ball. And those boys do not like it. Those speedster wideouts do not like it when the guy can't get the ball to them. They get so pissy. Man, nothing will fucking piss off a fucking 4-2 running wide receiver more than a quarterback that cannot get him the ball. And there you go. Let's watch that game tonight together. Have a beer. Check out it should be a slaughter. We'll see. But you never know with the NFL. They try to keep things interesting in primetime. The refs have a way of calling just the right flags, just to keep the games close. And it's just, is it a coincidence? We'll never know. My prediction, 38-10 Texans. Let's see what happens. You ever heard of a PAF pickup? They were popular on some of these old Gibson guitars. That's what some of those PAF neck pickups will give you. Let's say you're in the key of E, right? And you want to do some sexy ass shit. Check this out. Take your A, root and third on the 12th and 11th fret of the A and D string. Slide it down to a G. Watch this. Watch what you can do with this. I'm just gonna throw a few of those in for you. It's an old Larry trick. So yeah, that's it. In the key of A it would be. Key of G. Friends, I'll see you when I see you. Going to New York tomorrow. Wish us luck. Gonna have a good time up there. Maybe I'll run into some of you homeschoolers up there. All right, friends, peace out.